about to start. Let me just get those news feeds out of the way. And I think you all know the score by now. Dreaming number 1 at the moment, and Human App number 2. Dreaming score is 134, and that's what CXO is going to be trying to beat. This is his first go, 20 seconds in, and already flawless. Oh, and I realize that my fellow shoutcasters cannot hear me. Failing all over the place. There, they should be able to hear me now. And yes, I've got a text. So, just a minute into the game, CXO, the reigning champion, he beat everybody by, well, quite a large margin last year on the UT4 Skeet Shoot 2010 map. Of course, this is completely different. The bots bounce all over the place. Might be harder, might be easier. The jury's still out on that. CXO did not make the best score in the qualifying rounds. That was Pushka, as far as if I remember correctly. But CXO knows what he has to do. He has to beat 144 at the very least. And those leg shots will not help. My pardon, it was Maku with 147. Nice seeing a Brit do very good. We usually don't see even Brits in the top clans. At least I haven't seen them. But yeah, the Polish delegation is very strong in these finals of the Skeet Shoot tournament. So 4 minutes into the game, CXO has 155, that's more like it. If he keeps on doing what he's doing, then, well, he should actually get close to the 140 mark at least. If you are joining us right about now and you're new to this, this game is called Urban Terror. It's not like clay pigeon shooting all the time. This is a slight modification to the original first-person shooter game. The bots are being shot into the air like shooting Skeet, and these are the Skeet Shoot Championships of Urban Zone. Urban Terror is a free game, so check it out. definitely worthwhile. I've already been playing this game for close to 8 years. And there are people who have been playing a lot longer even. In the meantime, CXO passed the half point, and 140 is definitely in the books now. He might even get past the illustrious 147 mark. Well, we got the century now, 101.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I was having dinner.
No problem.
I was doing pretty well.
He definitely is. However, he missed the last shot. I hope he can get back into the rhythm. Well, I'd like to see CXO win. I know I shouldn't be biased, but oh well. It's always nice to see returning champions.
Yeah.
If only we had prizes at Urban Zone. I'd say at the beginning of each Skeet shoot round, the person who gets closest to the initial mark gets a prize. Unfortunately, no money, so no prizes. So I'm sorry, SVB, no money, no prizes for you.
Yeah, that would be awesome. It would probably convince more people to play it.
Well, with the money from the donations, we've already bought a license for this streaming application for at least 2 years. If we get some more money, we might think about becoming a registered company, and that would help attracting sponsors, etc. But that's in the future. In the meantime, CXO approaching the 1 minute mark, and now on 129. I think he might actually get to 147 if he keeps doing what he's doing, and damn is he good at it. CXO, our first Polish contender this evening. Also Morphy and Fruk will be... Oh, wait a second. Well, I don't think anybody has seen much of Fruk yet, so I don't think he scheduled his match. Ooh, costly error there by CXO. Well, still at 140 now. Come on, you can do it. 15 seconds remaining. And this is only his first attempt, guys, and CXO usually gets better when he's warmed up. 146. 147. Will he make it 148? He does! It's 148. Fantastic. Oh my god. Good job. Incredible.
Yeah, awesome.
That was some tense shooting there. We know you bought your seat, but you'll only be needing the tip of it now, because at least I know I'm only sitting at the tip of my seat. Fuck. Damn. Okay, so Aya is going to ready up now for red. And CXO's slot is still another 17 minutes, so if he would choose for it, he can warm up a little bit more. But knowing him and the way he was, see you next time. Is he not going for another? I know that the rules were posted that the finalists only get one go, but actually they do get two. Feck, I don't think he knows. Well, I think that Aya Lam will try and fix that, and we'll see CXO back, if he at least wants, for another go. Let me just have a look, see who will be after CXO. That will be Pushka, and well, I've already seen Pushka in the chat on Twitch TV. Well, at least I've got some fans, people saying it's epic. Well, you're welcome. Nice, you like it. I have to say Fatty G. Well, okay, I just did. Anyway, there we go. CXO's back. Thank God. Wouldn't like to see him lose just because he wasn't aware that he had another go. Yes, Lacus, I'm giving you a shout out too. CXO missing the first shot, and I'm not giving any other shouts out, so shush. Let's focus on CXO here. His time in the sun. Oh, I should load the statistics after each match, that would be interesting. Will be interesting to see if Maku can deal with the pressure of the finals, if he can get to 147 or 8 even. Oh, that reminds me, let me just spam a little bit more and get some more viewers in here. I'm sure that loads of people think this is well worth watching on a Sunday evening. Oh, CXO being a little bit sloppy here at the beginning of the round. No, my fellow shoutcaster is fallen.
Hello. Yeah, Mac at the moment is under a lot of pressure. A lot of people are saying that, I don't know, you're gonna win this, and 148, it's a big number on the final.
Oh, it sure is, yeah. And see, I think Maku didn't even play last year, so it's all
yeah, it was
kind of new to him.
I think it was the first time, and he's 17th division, so a lot of people didn't believe on him.
Yeah. And
they got really surprised, and now a lot of people now respect him a lot.
Well, I mean, if you practice, you can practice skeet shooting. It's not it's not something that you can't learn or whatever. I mean, it's also these SR8 skills that are being shown here. they help a little bit in real gaming, but normally you've also got people shooting at you, so you don't really have
Yeah.
well, what will this be, half a second to aim and shoot? CXO missing some, but still well underway to get close to his 148. He's currently not currently, but last round he beat Dreaming's score by 14 kills, which is quite impressive. Yeah, okay, this is my last shout out to Vogels and Vrederust. And yes, I am Dutch, so I know how to pronounce that. No more shout outs now. Bunch of kids. See that? CXO making more kills than the bots are making deaths. That's quite impressive.
Yeah.
So 4 minutes played and already at the 60 mark. CXO's first half was not as good as this, or first half of the 10 minutes last round was not as good as this first couple of minutes. So let's hope he can continue this trend into the second half of his 10 minutes. And that will put him really up high in the contention. Wow, incredible. He's got 25 seconds to make 3 more kills, and then if he would continue that on for 5 more minutes, then he'd be at his normal score of 148. We could maybe even see the first person to get 150. 150. Well, sorry.
He did it last year, but this year no one did it yet. So if he can do it, it will be pretty awesome.
Yeah, and this is a harder map than last year's.
Yeah.
Nice shot. From my point of view, that looked as if it was going to be a miss. Is he going to get to 100 with 4 minutes remaining? That would be sick. This guy is inhuman. Oh, leg shot. Don't forget, we will be shoutcasting all sorts of regular matches during the upcoming season. The sign-ups for the Urban Zone TS, Team Survivor, and Capture the Flag League are still open for another week or two, so join up. And what seems to be, at least for Team Survivor, the biggest league ever. Already 120 plus sign-ups. CXO looking there for a target, couldn't find one really quickly. Past the 3-minute mark now, and at 118. Great shooting, very consistent. Ooh, arm. And a miss. Swing and a miss. I feel bad for the bots. I think that we should have a map that the bots are shooting at players that are flying. That would be epic.
Yeah.
Revenge of the bots.
Well, yes, 2 minutes to go and you already beat the second player.
Yeah. Yeah, he's past dreaming now, and he still has 1 minute and 36 seconds remaining. He's well on their way to beat the 148. This is incredible. Only 10 more kills and he's equal. This is incredible. This is going to be 150 for sure. If not more. Oh, great shot. The bots were being diverted and he still managed to get them. Holy. This is impossible. He's got nearly a minute remaining.
Whoa.
So definitely stepping the skill up a notch. 148, 149, unbelievable. 52 seconds remaining on the clock. Arm shot, well, I don't think he cares because this is going to be a score that will take a lot of skill to beat.
I'm truly impressed with this.
I think it's incredible. I'm speechless. 160. Oh no, leg shot. 160. Oh my god. How far will the slaughter go? Unbelievable. Oh, leg shots. Oh, nice try. 162. Incredible. Incredible. Seriously. I've never seen... Oh, jeez. That's 1 minute. 28 kills more than the current number one, Dreaming.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Insane. Up next we've got Pushka, who is hailing from Hungary, and I think his slot starts in 4 minutes, but maybe we can find an admin willing to poke him in the back and get him started even sooner. That would be awesome. So will we see CXO's name on the cup for 2011? I think, well, the likelihood is the chance is there, let's put it that way. And also, naturally, 2011 CXO. I would love to see ICU, Evo and Fabian come back.
Yeah. Like an all-star game.
Yeah,
something.
exactly. And the best Skeet shooters in the world taking it up against each other. Okay, well, Pushka is already in. I heard that he will want to warm up, which is his right, of course. Okay. Shout out to really, and seriously, can we stop with the shout out? Shout out to everybody, okay? We love you all. Last year, when we were about to start the Skeet Shoot Tournament 2010, the news just came out from Frozen Sand that they were maybe going to leave out the SR8 in Urban Terror HD. Well, thankfully Urban Terror HD hasn't been released yet, or thankfully at least for the SR8. I don't know if it will return. Hopefully it will. I mean, it's a great weapon. One shot, one kill. And it's not really overpowered like in other first-person shooters. Oh, and let me give you a little bit of history. The first 2 Skeet Shoot tournaments were organized by Clan Balls Deep. And, of course, Evo and Fabian won those. Lag, and there we see Pushka. I also prefer to stand in the middle. I wonder if Pushka is also going to be one of those players.
Looks like.
But CXO showed that probably standing at the side is the best tactic. Well, naturally we'll be uploading everything that we're streaming at the moment to our YouTube channel. It will probably be like 2 hours of video or even more. So that'll take some time to upload. Don't expect it anytime soon, or at least expect it at the end of this week, because real life is kind of hectic this week for me. Now Pushka deciding to go for the side, maybe because what he saw on Twitch TV. I saw him chatting away on the chat, so watch and learn from the best, in this case CXO. So Pushka will be starting soon. Gives me a little bit more time to ask you guys to, well, if you at least like these streams, etc., you can fan us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/urbanzoneleague. And of course you can subscribe to us on YouTube. That's Urban Zone. No, well, that's youtube.com/urbanzoneleague. And you will be up to date with all our streaming, news, and all the other activities that we have. Can't wait for the regular seasons to start, and our shoutcasting, our regular shoutcasting as well. And here we go, Pushka readied up. Going for my tactic through the middle. Or at least my tactic. I also usually go and stand there, let's put it that way. Can't put a copyright on the place where you stand, unfortunately. Would be interesting though. Everybody who stands on my star has to pay me €5. Pushka on a flying start here too. CXO had 13 kills in the first minute. Pushka has exactly the same. But can he keep up? That's the question. I'm impressed by this guy too. Imagine if you could have the top 5 of the Skeet shoot tournament in one team competing for one season in TS, and they had to play SR8. That would be pretty cool. Since Pushka got new ammo, he hasn't been as deadly, but soon getting back into the groove. 8 minutes just passed. Oof, unfortunate there. He's a lot less smooth than CXO with his sighting, at least that's the impression I get.
Yeah.
But he is making the kills. Maybe his ping is also higher than... No, it's not. Damn it. Text messages. Whew. Pushka is also doing an incredible good job. He's not even past 6 minutes and missing a lot though, making unforced errors, as they would say in tennis. That's an interesting theory that one person just put in the chat. Lovely Tomato saying that it's CXO but just playing under Pushka's name. Imagine. That would be very cool. Or well, it wouldn't be very cool, but it would be funny.
Well, I don't think it's gonna be the 162 this round, but let's see the next one.
Okay, I've disabled slow mode for the people in the chat. Oh, unfortunate. I'm sure Pushka will be already pleased if he manages to beat Dreaming and Human up. Although being under those two guys is also not a shame. Ooh, a couple of misses here and another. Pushka needs to get back into the groove, get himself calm and collected. This is when the stress starts working. When you start missing a couple, the stress levels get higher and you start missing even more. And yes, I speak from experience. That's the reason I'm not in the final, in my opinion. I think I could have gotten there, but...
Yeah, I only played skeet shooting like 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
The last one I did 52 kills.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you only did it 2 times, then it's not that bad, actually. I mean, once you start or have done it, like, at least... I don't know. I don't know how often I played it this year, but last year I played it at least hours. Must have been at least 20 hours. That was also testing the map and other stuff, but... At this point, CXO already passed the 100 mark. What can I say, lovely tomato? Great minds think alike. Anyway, will he get the century? Yeah, getting there. And there we go, 100. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. And still making unforced misses. See if I can load some statistics here. Probably not. Server's a bit slow. After this, we've got a treat for the people who keep watching. We've got Maku, who's had the highest score on for the qualifications of the Skeet Shoot tournament, 147. He'll need to make at least 15 more or to draw with CXO. That would be interesting if there is a draw. A shootout? Everybody gets 1 minute to kill as many. Or how about both top players have to join go on a casa map and shoot each other. First kill wins. I'd pay to watch that, seriously.
Yeah, it would be nice if they draw.
Pushka is going to have a hard time getting to the 130 mark here. But thankfully... Oh, no ammo.
Yeah.
Well, he will have another go. Nah, that doesn't look good. Currently, he's well, 1 point under the lowest guy, under Human App, but I'm sure he'll go for another go.
Yeah, it was precious time lost when he had to reload.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, that's also a good thing about standing on the sides. You're closer to the ammo. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Pimp walls. When I get a house later on in life, I want a wall with that kind of stuff, that kind of wallpaper, like a pimp. Oh, I just heard that Maku is about to... No, he's not going to start yet. At least I'd be surprised.
It's supposed to be only on 15 minutes around there.
Yeah.
Is Pushka on the British server?
No, Pushka is on the German server, so we will have to move over to a different GTV server.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, sorry Raf, but I'd like to stream everybody, but unfortunately you and Maku have the same slot. So, and Maku has the highest score last time. Pushka taking the the human app tactic. Going to get as many slots as possible in the start. Still no stats. Oh well. When the sign-ups opened for the Skeet tournament, people were actually asking me if they could play with the PSG. That would have been horrible to watch.
Yeah, it would be harder.
I mean, it would take significant skill to hit somebody at least 2 times in the air. It doesn't look like Pushka is on the top of his game at the moment, unless he really gets back in the swing of things. 10 kills a minute is not good enough. Scoring high here would probably be very good promotion for yourself if you're looking for a clan.
Yeah.
maybe Maku will be in Division 1 next season instead of what was it, 14th division or something like that.
17 or
17.
Survivor.
Well, probably he was in the jumper division. At least I think he was.
I'm not sure about that.
In the meantime, the scores have been updated. I'm just going to see if I can show it to the viewers. Yeah, there you go. There you see that CXO has 162 kills. And way behind we've got Dreaming and Humanab. And Pushka, well, currently his highest score was 129. So he'd be just one below Pushka. Sorry, it would be one below Humanab. I seriously doubt that he'll get close to his last score. Pushka's just making too many errors at the moment. It also takes a lot of concentration for to focus for 20 whole minutes on these flying bots. And this ain't helping much. Okay, well, I think that Pushka won't get past 130. Oops. Sorry about that. Watching it from the poor bot's point of view. Yeah, I think that's really necessary, that you kill more bots than that you have more kills than their deaths, if you want to get a chance at winning this tournament. I think next season we'll try and make it a lot harder. I mean, this was supposed to be 20% harder than the last map. Maybe the slow bouncing bots make it easier for people, I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Or maybe it's just the same difficulty as last year.
Yeah, maybe CXO just got really better.
Yeah, maybe. He was scarily good, I have to say that. So, nearing the 30-second mark. He will be passing 120, but if he'll get past his 129 that he scored in the last round, I have my doubts. And if one of the admins or referees could PM me with the server info, not the GTV info, but the server info, then I can join that server. So that we can watch Maku. So 129, the finals or highest score for Pushka. Oh, this is interesting viewing for you poor people. Oh, and the texture fucked up as well. Anyway, waiting for the new server info. I think I'm just going to take a short break, put on some music. Nice song. Enjoy Fuck Her Gently by Tenacious D, and we'll be back